That's one of the lists of people for basketball, and they were going to give her half basketball, half volleyball, and her mom made the decision, no basketball. I'm like, you're an idiot. Now they're sitting on $100,000+ in debt. Now they go to East Stroudsburg, she goes to Muhlenberg. And zero volleyball is way better than that.
And I told my daughter, she played for Canada, she didn't make it a sophomore year. I said, Mike, go to schools you could go to, you'd be on the varsity. Because her friends were playing for Mountain, right? She's like, I'm better than her, I'm better than her. I'm like, then go there. You could go to anyone if you want. So she played CYO volleyball in high school and senior league. And I said, some of these Division III volleyball teams, they only have eight players in the season.
Oh, really?
You can play college volleyball. You can play college volleyball. So she went through South Carolina. So I had my game pass straight to Cleveland yesterday. And I think she played like club, she played club down there. She's like, I gotta get these guys off the screen because that's all I'm doing is get my numbers fixed up. Archbishop Carroll. Yeah, I was talking to somebody about all the kids that transfer to St. Mark's, not from St. Mark's to Sass, and like, these schools lose as many kids as they get. Because they get here and they're like, oh, you're going to be a rotation guy. I want to be the guy. And out the door they go.
There's a kid that's a sophomore that I think is a starter for Arch here, Shelton's in his brother.
Kevin.
Yeah. I like him.
I talked to his Nick last year. I just think about it. So Kevin went to track team last year and said, what's my future with the basketball team? He goes, yeah, maybe senior year would be a bench. Like, what's the play?
I would never tell him that. I would say, hey, you know what?
Try out.
Where you are right now, depending upon who he's one of those kids, he's going to work. He's a basketball hauler.
He played football for them. He scored the first bucket last night. He was like, no fear, man, right into the event.
I went up to one of the practices earlier this year. And I always love going and seeing Nick and Billy up there. You know, Billy helps him out in practice.
Yeah.
Who called the game last night? Billy and who else?
No.
Huh?
No, we didn't. It was Nick and Pat.
Nick who?
Nick Allison Green.
Oh, okay.
And Pat.
Oh, because
Nick's leaving today.
He didn't show up.
Huh? Billy didn't show up?
No, he's
because I would have come over, but
yeah.
I mean, I felt like
because I texted Nick Allison Green. I said, Harvin's coming, right? He goes, no, it's Pat's doing color. He's like, not according to Nick, and I said, oh, because the spreadsheet said Harvin question mark. So I'm just going to put him off there, and he's like, no, he's not. I said, well, I guess that answers the question mark.
Yeah, I called Nick, or I texted Nick Holiday on Thursday, and I said, is Billy Harvin doing the game? And Billy Harvin had joked to me about a week ago. He's like, oh, you want to jump in?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, yeah, that's good. But
I got something. I think it sounded like something came off last minute.
What you doing? You making notes or what?
No, I'm on my own company.
What's your company?
So I used to
bought breakfast
I
instead.
brought next to you. I brought cookies,
I bought breakfast.
and then I bought 4 drinks. I'm not gonna drink those. I just went to Wawa, and I'm like,
Which is why I do what I do with my company. I got Christmas programs that I'm building to replace diamond stages. Next to the body, I have like 16 or 20 teams. So I'm trying to move in a space to help with those things. I know you built something down there, what you're doing, what you're doing was elite, but I'm just saying that everybody makes a different question. So like, was it all just development? Was it playing?
And I try to get the kids at an early age before you can
There's no referees.
Like there are people that were misinformed. People think that, like there was this one person said, "Oh, I heard you had that whole team together from the time they were in 2nd grade all the way through." I said, "No. By the time when kids
Mike, you
were
wanna
in
rest?
7th grade and they were at Conrad, I put together an AAU team of the Conrad kids, and that's what you got to do.
Here they come.
That's what I want to
That's what Danny was going to walk.
Where the middle schools were coming from, and I went into like nobody else wanted to do it. Like Dickinson, McCain, AI, GMA, Charter. I went to all the middle schools in Red Clay and started recruiting kids. I mean, if I stayed there would have been about 8 or 10 other kids coming in. But once I chose to resign, kids left. Chose to go to St. Mark's.
That's what I'm on. I got to get
You got to start at the younger age.
I'm going to have 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 8th grade.
You got to get up when you're 18. Find out who the ADs are at the middle schools in Red Clay.
I know all that.
All right, and go in and take your kids in there and run a camp, run a clinic for a day, do something like that so they get to know you. So you say, hey, I want to come to the game. Now, who's going to profit this?
We're going to close soon. So,
Yeah.
so what's going to happen is wherever Jordan goes, because he's going to get a new job. He thinks he's going to get a new job. But if he goes to Dickinson, you know, I'm there. Or you there. I'm going to go there. I'm going to take my freshman
we'll
girl.
see what happens with this Reading consortium thing.
It
They're
doesn't
talking
matter.
about that's next
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's next.
He's in
It
the
doesn't
game.
matter. We're closing regardless. So wherever my AD goes, I'm going.
That's not happening until next 2030s anyway.
No. After next school year.
But on optic
Yes. So
consolidation.
they're going to take all the city kids. They're going to take all the city kids and send them to AI and all the suburb kids, Park Street, Newport, Mill Creek, Milltown. They're going over to Dickinson. But my particular girls that I got to go freshmen are going to go wherever I go. It doesn't matter where I go. So,
Because they can all choice, right? So
yeah, but they're going to go where I go regardless. It don't matter what it is. Other than buying it, we're going to make it work. They're going to work it. And we're going to, wherever my AD goes, I'm going to go. I told them, I said, no matter where you go. You can go to Lake Forest. I'm going. No matter where you go.
good luck.
I'm just saying, so,
No,
I don't know what Darrell is going, Darrell Moses and Conrad.
yeah, y'all
Like,
saw it?
last year he was all gung-ho about it, and this year he shows up like a week before practice, and then
And good morning, everybody. Welcome inside 302 Sports for game 1 of 5 today in the D1 Basketball Showcase. My name is Mike Lang, doing play-by-play today. Joining me is the coach, John Kolesia. I can call you the coach, right, John? And can you hear now?
Can you hear?
All right,
I can
we're
hear
good
you.
now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Producers Jason Winchell and our cameraman to start today is Jordan Hughes. And this is a second or third year they've had this event here at Salesianum. Good seats available for a pretty good game. And there's 4 more, I believe, today. So if you have a chance, you want to stop by and see some quality high school basketball, some Delaware teams, some Maryland, some Pennsylvania. This will be a good, and a couple, I think New Jersey. We think a couple states represented here today. We're about ready to get underway. Salesianum is the host venue there, and they're the home team for this game, but it is not a Salesianum event, but they are obviously participating. Playing Riverdale Baptist out of Maryland, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know too much about them, but I'm sure I'll learn as we go along today. We'll get to the starting lineups as we can for Riverdale Baptist. It looks like number 13, Braylon Harrison. 23, DJ Robinson. Number 3, that's Ian McLaughlin. Number 2 is Isaiah Folks. And jumping at center is 0, Des Ainsworth. For the Sal's, Dominic Downs. Number 30. Number 20, Matthew Shelley. Number 1, Latrell Wright. Jumping centers, Paul Brown. And the fifth starter is the freshman, Braylon Sosa. We are underway. Salesianum in the white, they're going from your right to left. Riverdale Baptist, left to right in the blue with the gold trim. That was a well-designed play that just didn't finish. Controlling the ball is Folks down the left side, hands off to McLaughlin. Ainsworth thought about the 3. Now he takes it and drains it. How about that, John? Good start for Riverdale.
Spreading the floor, getting a good look from the perimeter and knocking it down. Sally's led by Latrell Wright here.
That's the freshman Sosa. Out and running is Riverdale Baptist, and up and in from Robinson. Rushing right back is Shelley. Downs grabs a rebound, and it's apparently out of bounds off of Riverdale Baptist. Head coach Chris Harris. Taylor Trevisan is the coach of Salesianum. I've had a chance to see Sal twice this year, and they beat a pretty good Tatnall team. There's a turnaround by Downs, rebound by McLaughlin, and they're off to the races.
Sally's getting some good looks down inside, just can't finish. I think a couple times they want to square up their shoulders, put the ball a little higher off the glass.
That steal inside, up and in, and a quick timeout. Braylon Harrison with the bucket and a 7-0 lead. I'm going to have to get this team's nickname. Do you have that down there somewhere? I don't see it. We're going to find out.
One of the things you got to worry about in these morning games is making sure your team's ready to come out, and play. And it looks like Sally's a little flat. Coach Trevisan, obviously not happy with the start of the game. One of the things you got to give Sally's credit is year in and year out, they play one of the toughest schedules in the state, and he challenges his teams, especially playing a lot of out-of-state games. So, kudos to Coach and his staff. But I'm looking for Sally's to rebound here and get in the mix. See if they come down and get some high percentage shot, something advantageous to them offensively.
Yeah, they do play quite an eclectic schedule. Usually a couple Catholic League teams in there from Pennsylvania in the PCL. There's another turnover for Salesianum. Ainsworth down the right side this time. Kick back out to McLaughlin. His shot is up. Rebounded by Downs. And Wright,
as a coach,
Wright rushes it up. And Wright scores this time. Go ahead, John.
I was going to say, as a coach, you want to get what we call paint touches, and that's in the lane. And, just about every one of Sally's shots so far, are in the paint, in the lane, high percentage shots. They're going to get some of them to fall here eventually.
And that's going to be a turnover on Riverdale Baptist.
I was talking about Latrell Wright earlier. He's a transfer from Conrad Schools of Science, where he played for Coach McLean his freshman and sophomore years. Been here at Sally's now 2 years. Great floor leader, strong basketball IQ. His brother Rob plays at BYU, and his other brother is up at Newman Goretti.
And we'll be here tomorrow.
Is here tomorrow with them, and I believe he's heading to Towson. Is that what you told me?
That is correct.
Yeah.
That foul was on. That is on Latrell Wright. They're not putting the player foul up there, which is fine, but I think it was on Latrell Wright. And shooting the free throws is Des Ainsworth. First one is up and good. And Riverdale Baptist is the Crusaders.
Their girls program, we had invited them up to play us there at Conrad back in, I think it was like 2019. Very tough program. Have a lot of Division I players. That area down there.
Yeah, I think we had a couple kids from Delaware who ended up going to school down there, if I'm not mistaken, but I'd have to go back and look at some rosters. Pass underneath to Sosa. He gets around the defender and up and in. Nice move. That's just a freshman out there.
Another paint touch, getting inside Sally's, getting high percentage shots.
Good defense from Dominic Downs. He's one of the seniors on this team, along with number 20, Matthew Shelley. And Latrell Wright is also a senior. Kevin Coleman checking in. Another transfer from Tower Hill. He is a senior, so there's 4 seniors on the floor right now and a freshman for Coach Trevisan. Underneath, Ainsworth guarded by Coleman. Kind of disrupts that shot. Sosa comes away with it. Finds Downs. Downs likes to shoot from 3. Here's a nice dish to Coleman, up with the left hand and good.
Sally's again getting in close to the basket. Riverdale's got to defend a little bit better here.
And there's a steal. Shelley comes up with it. It was caused by Sosa. Wright has it knocked loose. And they're going to call, I believe, a foul on the end line. John, the shot clock is on, but they're not using it. Apparently not allowed to use it. Now, I think for 2 out-of-state teams, maybe they turn it on. You never know. We'll see. So it's an inbounds foul on the floor. That ball slapped away from Wright by number 12, Dylan Harley. 3-pointer from Downs, in and out. And here come the Crusaders. I don't know how many games I can call at this pace. 3-point attempt is good from number 23, and that's D.J. Robinson. He's got 5. And that foul is on Dylan Harley.
It's his second.
Yeah, he's got 2. So they got to, and he's out. So right back in is the starter, Isaiah Folks. So Sosa's broken into the starting lineup fairly early. He did not start the opener against Tatnall, but he's found himself a home here in the starting lineup. It's not easy for a freshman to break into this lineup.
One of the things I like about Latrell Wright right there, he was being pressured by the Riverdale Baptist defender, using his offhand to create space there as he went in.
Harrison with that bucket as the Crusaders get these points back. Shelley's shot just off the back rim.
Good look at the shot. I'd like to see Shelley stay with his follow-through.
That one was just too easy for McLaughlin as he went baseline, and there was no resistance.
Sally's bringing 2 new players to the table, subbing in here.
And that's going to be a foul on Folks as he bumps into Wright. And that is, I believe that's the 4th team foul. It still says 3 on the board. I thought that was 4, but I got enough going on with names I'm not familiar with. It says 3 team fouls, so we'll go with 3. Checking in for the Sal's, number 25, Kai Applenap, the sophomore, along with number 15, Brady Esser, fresh off a soccer state championship. Here's Esser in the corner to Applenap. Brady Esser, a sophomore as well. Kicks it out to Coleman. He's going to try to drive. And a nice job by Kevin Coleman off the glass. 15-8 here, Crusaders. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. of the first game today from Salesianum, the D1 Basketball Showcase. Ainsworth, nice pass underneath, but a block by Applenap. And that time Applenap is called for the foul.
Yeah, what you want to do is you want to teach your defenders. An Applenap on the first one, he went straight up. This one, we talk about there being an invisible line, and Applenap crossed that line, committed the foul. But Riverdale Baptist continues to show their resilience on offense, and we're going to have a high-scoring game here today, no doubt.
Yeah, they're at 15 already, and we still have 2:47 to go. Checking in for the Sal's, the freshman, Zion Rothwell, highly regarded freshman out of St. Edmunds in Wilmington. 1 for 2 from the line for Ainsworth. Adds 1 point to the lead, 16-8. Also in for the Sal's, number 4, Connor Miko, the junior. I've noticed, there's a steal by Ainsworth. He's all alone, up and blocked by Rothwell. He's called for the foul. Notice that Coach Trevisan will go deep into that bench early into the game. So back to the line. Free throws 5 and 6 for Des Ainsworth.
That could be both good and bad when you have a deep bench or you're just not set. Maybe the talent is more spread across those 8-10 kids that you have in there, which I think seems to be the case here with Sally's.
17-8, another 1 for 2 from the line for Ainsworth. Right. And I'm sorry, it was Coleman who put that shot up, and it was 11, not 1. Latrell Wright is getting a breather right now. Kai Applenap from 3, rebound by McLaughlin. They are on the run. He stops and pops, and the 3 ball free McLaughlin. And another timeout, Salesianum, as they trail 20-8. Tough start here for the South, but give credit to Riverdale. They're shooting well, and they're playing good defense and getting rebounds and creating opportunities out of all of those things.
They're certainly a skilled group. Getting a lot of good looks offensively, moving the ball, very unselfish team.
John, I believe at the end of this game, we're going to name the DE 302 player of the game. We've got the outstanding chain here, and we're going to see if we can get the young man over for a few words. We'll see what happens. Sometimes a little tricky with if it's the out-of-state team, it's a little tricky to get them over because the in-state kids, they're used to, if they see us, they're looking for the chain. I've had kids just run into them at a Wawa, and they're like, hey, can I get a picture? And I'm like, dude, I don't have it with me. I don't carry that thing everywhere.
I'm going to be looking for you on social media, see if you're popping up all over the place.
All right, Coleman inbound. Latrell Wright has returned for the Sal's, a little senior.
Little confusion here in the press. We have multiple players flashing in the middle of the floor.
And a near steal. Applenap left a little short, got his own rebound. They're tied up, and possession arrow is going to go to Riverdale. And Taylor's just a little bit out of the coach's box there. And he is told to return to his home.
Sally's continues to get high percentage shots. They're just not finishing.
And now they switched the
possession.
The possession was supposed to go to Riverdale Baptist, so they fixed that. Here they come. They have scored a lot of points here early in this game. A lot of good looks for them. Here's Ainsworth in close. That one won't go. Ball's loose. I'd say they're going to set up, John, but they don't really seem to spend much time setting up. They just get the ball and they know what they want to do. Rothwell outlets to right. Back to Rothwell off the glass. Oh, it just hangs on the rim. And here come the Crusaders.
Sally's would certainly like some of those high percentage shots that they continue to miss fall for them. Checking into the game right now is Mark Brown. We all kind of know the Brown brothers.
Yeah, I think I said Paul earlier. That's his brother.
Yeah, well, Paul is in dentistry school right
good
now.
For him.
I can give you a little history about the Brown family, but Paul has played at Scranton. The next in line is Jack. Jack played at Fairfield.
He did.
And then Luke is currently at American University.
Good for him. Is he playing?
I don't know. I haven't checked the box score.
The Eagles, I believe. That's a three-pointer, a tough one for McLaughlin.
And
with a hand in his face.
Go back even a little further. Mom was a player at Fairfield. A friend of mine, Lynn Brown.
Lynn Brown up there in Connecticut.
Yes.
A good old Jesuit school. Wright came out of out of bounds, and the Browns are very well known around here.
I can't not mention Avery Brown, who was a star volleyball player at Ursuline, who also was at Quinnipiac initially, and then finished her career up at Fairfield playing volleyball.
Another three-pointer for McLaughlin. He's got 11 here in the first quarter. 3 of them on three three-pointers. And there's a steal. We're down to 16 seconds, but they're not going to need all 16. Ainsworth up and in. Sal's coming down. Are they going to take the last shot? Miko drives. He's got a lane blocked. They're going to have some time here. 2-1. Whistle. That's not going to count. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. And it was close there early, but all Riverdale Baptist, 28 points in the first quarter. It's 28-8. We're going to take a break. We're back with second quarter action. You're watching the D1 Showcase on 302sports.com.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
All right, back inside Father Birkenhauer Memorial Gymnasium. My interactions with Father Birkenhauer were pretty minimal. He's a very nice guy. I just didn't have many opportunities to talk to him. It was toward the end of his life when I was here at Salesianum. Great guy, though. I went to confession with him one time, and that was an interesting experience. I got in there. He wanted to talk about football. So we talked football for a while.
That's interesting.
It was cool. Apparently I was absolved of my sins. I've collected a few since then. Second quarter underway. Sal's with the ball, and they need some points.
Sally's really trying to find a combination of players that works for them. But again, here's another high percentage shot finish at the basket.
That one went in
for Sosa.
Yeah, that was a nice little reverse. They've had opportunities, John. Their shots just didn't fall. I mean, Riverdale shots they didn't miss.
Yeah, unfortunately,
especially that guy McLaughlin.
We're not spoiled that we don't have the stats right here in front of us as far as how many they've missed into the paint. I'd love to see that. I mean, I'm talking at least 15, close to that. Just getting tough angles. And Riverdale Baptist is making it hard for them. They're not allowing them to, get any uncontested shots.
Well, McLaughlin is human. That one does not go. It's ahead to Shelley. He gets it to Brown off the glass. Another one. Downs follows. And away go the Crusaders. Yeah, another one. You said it. McLaughlin up. He's going to shoot two.
What I would have liked to have seen Downs do off Brown's miss there is catch it, get your feet under you, square your shoulders up, soft little kiss off the glass.
Yeah, if the Brown brothers are watching, Paul, I'm sorry. I I called Mark. Paul, there's so many of you. I mean, I saw all of them play. First one is good for McLaughlin. I believe they were a St. Anne's family, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep. They were all over there while my 2 girls were there playing as well.
2 for 2 for McLaughlin from the line. 30-10 into the corner. Round to Latrell Wright. Imagine Latrell will be here tomorrow watching Munchie play. Up and good inside. Nice dish from Latrell Wright.
Again, Sally's getting in the paint, getting those paint touches. Hate to be redundant, but
they're getting inside.
They're getting them. They're getting their looks. Great pass.
And there's a traveling violation on the Crusaders. Checking in, it'll be Des Ainsworth. He had 8 points in the first quarter.
Nice little bounce pass from Latrell Wright down into Mark Brown. Nice little finish. Use the glass. Like to see him post up Mark a little bit more. Mark come down and, seal the defender. It's not engaging defender. He's just kind of floating in the middle right now. I'd like to see him turn around and get a little deeper. Got a height advantage.
Sosa with a nice move back. Kicks to right. 3-pointer for Latrell Wright. Sal's first triple of the morning. I'm not used to calling games in the morning. I know they're not used to playing them in the morning. John's probably been since the Diamond State or the Viking Invitational. I had a morning game to call.
There you go. Yes.
Now you coached in some of those, a lot of those Diamond States. These kids are not used to playing basketball at 10 o'clock. And the girls, that tournament used to start at like 9 in the morning, 8:30 in the morning.
Yep.
It's probably a little tough sometimes to get these. I know the kids they'll play. They'll show up when they're supposed to show up. And I guess their AAU tournaments, they're used to starting it early in the morning.
Yeah,
so.
and then they practice. So, there shouldn't be an excuse there. But the bottom line is you got to get mentally ready and prepared.
How about the coach? That's going to be a little tougher,
Yes.
You're up late the night before putting a game plan together.
Shelley, again, had a good look down there. And I just don't think he's staying with his shot, as a former shooting coach and trying to get those kids to do the right thing. Nice look, but he looks like he's shooting the shot, but not, completing the follow-through. He's rushing it. Hold it. We remember the name Dante DiVincenzo. He was one, kind of put the exclamation point on it, so to speak.
Dante's
when
jersey
you follow through.
Hanging up to our left here at Salesianum. There's a nice little jumper for Ainsworth. He's got 4 in the quarter. Here's Downs. Kicks it back to Sosa. What are they going to do here?
Sally's has a 5 out here.
Right, rolls around. That is number 4, Miles McFadden, who checked in for the Crusaders. And that's a traveling violation. You mentioned Dante, the jersey hanging up on the wall right there, and retired a number. But the school has retired at the end of the school year. Number 5 in every sport will be retired.
Is that right?
Yes, for the 5 young men who desegregated Salesianum in 1950.
Okay.
4 years before Brown versus the board. Sally's desegregated. And there's only one of them is still alive, and he was here last month. I was here for the little ceremony they had. It was really cool.
Very interesting, yes.
And they made the announcement that number 5 is going to be retired completely. It was already retired for basketball, obviously. Mm-hmm. Dante now playing for the Timberwolves, starting for Minnesota. Carved himself out a nice little NBA career, hasn't he?
Great college career, great high school career, and doing his thing in the NBA. Quite the talent.
McFadden is short from the right side this time. He'll find it eventually. Brown, you don't see him dribbling too much, and Riverdale Baptist kind of bails him out with a foul. So Sanford is up next, right? Sanford, and we'll get to the schedule when we have some time here. We'll just tell you, Sanford and the George School from Pennsylvania is next up here, but we still have 2.5 quarters to go in this one. Wright had some room. He's going to send it to Downs in the corner. Downs in mid-range. Nice shot from Dominic Downs. His first points of the day, and they need him to score. 34-17. Sal's with some work to do still. And that ball missed, but Ainsworth is there. McFadden's going to try for three again. But right there for the rebound is DJ Robinson. Right. I'm surprised he didn't take, the last couple of times he didn't take that three. He had some room, but working it around, I'm sure that's the game plan. Nice pass underneath. Brown with the stuff.
Nice flush by Brown there. Had his hands ready for the pass, goes up.
Good find by Dominic Downs on the assist. Ainsworth, he got Coleman on him, trying to get their better defenders on the scores. There's a three-pointer and in for Isaiah Folks, his first points of the day. Coleman can't get around Folks, who gets back to play some defense. Intercepted by McFadden. Up ahead. Folks drives in. Blocked by Coleman. One-on-one right, and McFadden right with the left hand, up and good.
So crafty. Way to use his body. Pushes into the defender. Creates that space that he needs and gets the great angle for an easy, I shouldn't say easy, but a skilled finish at the basket.
And McFadden's long and lanky.
Easy for him, Latrell.
Yeah. This time is a miss. That rebound a couple of times for the Crusaders, and Robinson is able to send it home. Again, Downs looking for Brown inside. This time, Aiden Watson, number 15, is there with the defense. Watson, they put the graduation year in here. It takes me forever to figure it out. A junior. And Downs with a stop and pop. That was a good one.
Downs squares his shoulders, holds his follow through. Fundamentally sound there.
Minute and a half to go here in the first half. Watson with the little baby hook. There for the rebound is number 13, Braylon Harrison, and he will shoot a pair. Seems like Riverdale's picking up a few more offensive because they're missing some shots, but they're there for their own rebounds. First one is good.
I'd mentioned Riverdale Baptist being known for their girls basketball program. There was a young lady, and I can't recall her name right now. I'll try to bring it up. But she was at Ursuline and eventually went down there, if you can recall.
Yeah, I don't know if it was, it wasn't Alicia Lewis.
No.
I know who you're talking about. That quick shot from the Sal's misses. And I know who you're talking about because I do remember.
Yanni?
Yes.
What was the last name?
It was a hyphenated name. And
yes.
There's a shot by
But this
Harrison.
Riverdale Baptist boys team is resilient, and they're playing quite a few players as well. Skilled and talented. I'd be interested to see what looks some of these players are getting. As they call it, the DMV down there in the Riverdale Baptist area. Downs is feeling it, lighting it up, deep three.
That's his first three of the day, and Sal's trailed by 19. They played better here in the second quarter, getting some shots to fall.
I think Mark Brown got subbed out. Somebody must have scratched his arm or something. He had some blood on his shorts. I was wondering why he went out.
I was trying to see who made that shot. I didn't even see what number that was. But it was a three-pointer. Here's another three for Sosa. off the back rim, and that's going to do it for the first half. So after 16 minutes of play, quick pace play, it's 48-26 Riverdale Baptist over Salesianum. You're watching the D1 Showcase on 302sports.com.
Turn your vision into a reality with Capstone Homes Design Center, bringing personalization, luxury, and quality all into one location, where you'll meet with our certified design consultant that'll show you exactly what you're choosing, so you can make the best choice for you when designing your new home. From first home to vacation houses, we build and design homes for everyone. Set up your appointment now and design your dream home today at Capstone Home.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Turn your vision into a reality with Capstone Homes Design Center, bringing personalization, luxury, and quality all into one location, where you'll meet with our certified design consultant that'll show you exactly what you're choosing, so you can make the best choice for you when designing your new home. From first home to vacation houses, we build and design homes for everyone. Set up your appointment now and design your dream home today at Capstone Homes.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
Matt's Fish Camp has 3 locations, all conveniently located on Route 1 in Lewis, Bethany Beach, and Fenwick Island. Matt serves fresh seafood, coastal classics, and Sussex County comfort food. With an array of camp cocktails, craft ales, and a carefully selected wine list, there's something for everyone on the menu. Matt's is the place you can bring your family for dinner, grab lunch during the week, or hang with friends at happy hour. Each location offers unique outdoor dining and a raw bar featuring fresh, local oysters. Open daily for lunch and dinner. Stop into Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Bethany, or Fenwick.
Paint Doctor, making house calls for your sick walls. Richard C. Edwards Jr., the owner of Paint Doctor, started it all in 2002. Paint Doctor prides itself on its personal yet professional approach to working with customers and holds itself to the highest standards with all projects. The Paint Doctor staff follows one main objective when performing our services. Customers and their homes are treated with the utmost respect. Our workmanship and quality of personnel is demanded at every step of the project. We treat your home as we would expect someone to treat ours. Preparation before painting is paramount. Just open the door and we will handle the rest. Paint Doctor also believes in a strong community involvement as well by supporting several local sporting teams, leagues, and schools. Paint Doctor services include interior and exterior painting as well as carpentry. Please visit our website at paintdoctorpainting.com for information or coupons to help with your next job.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
The Clubhouse at Baywood is a full-service restaurant and premier wedding and event venue in coastal Delaware. Located just a few miles from Lewis and Rehoboth Beach, this all-inclusive venue features breathtaking views, stunning indoor and outdoor spaces, and a team of professionals to help you plan your dream wedding. From our in-house florist to our award-winning culinary team, we will take care of everything, making sure your day will be one to remember. Reach out today to schedule your tour at Baywood.
From Fenwick Island to Middletown, Surf Bagel is your go-to spot for fresh baked bagels and good vibes. We're open daily from 6:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., serving up breakfast and lunch favorites like our specialty wraps, made-to-order salad, tasty smoothies, and locally roasted coffee. Be sure to check out our iconic merch, the perfect way to wear the beach life wherever you go. Dine in and enjoy the beach atmosphere or grab your order to go and hit the road. We're stoked to serve you soon.
Turn your vision into a reality with Capstone Homes Design Center, bringing personalization, luxury, and quality all into one location, where you'll meet with our certified design consultant that'll show you exactly what you're choosing, so you can make the best choice for you when designing your new home. From first home to vacation houses, we build and design homes for everyone. Set up your appointment now and design your dream home today at Capstone Homes.
All right, second half underway here. That's Salesianum, Mike Lang, John Kolesza, Jason Winchell, Jordan Hughes hanging out on a Saturday till the morning. Riverdale Baptist, Salesianum in the D1 showcase. And it was a pretty impressive offensive performance for Riverdale Baptist in the first half. They lead 48-26, and we have a foul underneath. Foul's going to be on one of the Crusaders. That looked like number 2, Isaiah Folks, who's the one who hit the last three-pointer there, by the way, for them in the first half. He's got 6 for the game. Here's Wright down the middle to Downs. He's got a 3. Look, and another three-pointer for Don Downs.
Downs sets the screen, comes off. He's shot ready. As we say, do all the work ahead of time. He did that. Good defense, good start here for Sally's to cut it to 17. Wright being Latrell Wright, a force.
Yeah, he's on both sides of the ball. Latrell, there's a pass underneath to Ainsworth. It's himself open.
Sally's a little slow on defensive rotation there. Sorry, Mike.
That's right. First of, I believe, 5 games here today. That ball's poked away from Sosa. So not a backward violation. He's going to try to get around McLaughlin. Downs another 3. This time it's off. Line Folks ahead to Robinson off the glass, and we have a blocking foul on Matthew Shelley. I believe that was Matthew Shelley, number 20, yep. And it's going to be 2 shots for number 23, DJ Robinson.
Coach Trevison wanted a charge there. I kind of agree with him. Kid did drop his shoulder.
I can hear Taylor in the background. I don't know if our audience can, but Sal's come in with a record of 1-2 this year. They lost their opener. I mean,
They're getting a violation here.
Click on the Sal's. Lost their opener, John, to Tatnall, who a little different look for Tatnall this year with Mason Collins, a highly recruited sophomore, and the son of the coach, Marty Collins. The name might sound familiar to Temple and NBA fans. Now they get the Sal trapped in the corner and pass out too far for Wright. McLaughlin with the alley-oop. Oh, and Nate Robinson can't finish. Brown gets it. Well, the thought was there. Downs for 3. Off the mark. And here come the Crusaders. McLaughlin. He'll hit the 3. He had 3 of those in the first quarter. And then 2 free throws in the second quarter. As we are at the track meet. Another 3, this time for Folks. His 3rd of the day. And it is 58-31. The timeout for the Sals is, seems like once they got started, they got started.
Riverdale is dynamic, man. They get out, they fill the lanes, they spread the floor. Again, that area down there in DMV is very basketball heavy.
Yeah, a couple of, at least one Delaware coaching legend that I know of, Tom Rosa from that area, went to, he was from Maryland, I believe. And
was he? Tom Rosa was? Okay.
Where did John Thompson go to high school? I'm trying to remember.
I thought you were going to throw out Mike Bray from
Not
Delaware.
Mike Bray, no.
He was, no, but I'm saying when we talk about DMV, we talk about DeMath, we talk about Bray.
This is bugging me. I know. I just saw Tom
over at the St. Mark's Conrad game the other night.
At the St. Mark's Conrad, that's right.
Tom Rosa, those of you who don't know, former AD at St. Mark's High School.
This is bugging me now because I did a story on Tom years ago, probably when he retired.
Was that with the dialogue?
Yeah. And it's probably not even online anymore. See, Tom Rosa. Anyway, we'll get back to that.
Sally's giving Latrell Wright a little bit of a break here. We'll see who can with a Brady Esser can step in and.
Downs, the nice drive, takes the harm and hits it. He'll go to the line for the old-fashioned 3. So Downs had no points in the first quarter, but he's really come alive in the second and third quarters.
He's got a nice polished game, fundamentally sound, gets in, uses his inside hand there with the defender on his outside shoulder to finish at the basket. Paul Brown again. Mark Brown. Paul's getting some big-time shout-outs here.
Yeah, I tell you, that's all my fault.
But Mark kept it alive there for Sally's. That's what you need to do to kind of, hopefully whittle back this 25-point deficit. Get it a little bit closer. But it seems like every time Sally's does, Riverdale catches a spark.
Nice pass underneath. And a traveling violation. Braylon Harrison got himself open underneath, and it was a nice pass from his teammate, DJ Robinson. But Harrison just couldn't set his feet there, and it's called for the traveling violation. Here comes Sosa, a little pressure from the Crusaders.
As a coach, you see all the little things maybe the refs don't necessarily see. At least that's how I always felt.
Esser drives and takes it in with the right hand. Nice pit dish underneath to Ainsworth. Can't finish. Rebounded by Coleman. He's in some trouble here, and he steps out of bounds.
Looked like a little hip check there.
That's what Coleman was looking for, but not going to get that call. A three-point shot up and in.
Sally's going to want to contest those perimeter shots a little bit better. Soft defense out on the perimeter players, with Riverdale allowing them, getting some open looks and knocking them down.
Sosa into the corner. The three-point attempt from Coleman is short. Behind the back pass. And no, they can't finish. Harrison gets his own rebound, and he's called for a traveling violation. Ball's loose. Sosa gets knocked over in the foul. He's going to be called on Riverdale.
Refs are letting them play a little bit. They're bodying up both ends of the floor here, and there was some definite pushing and shoving there.
Just 4 total team fouls in this quarter. 3 on Riverdale, 1 on Salesianum. And they get it to Esser.
Mike, I know you have a close eye on a lot of the CYM things. Where's Esser from? Do you know by chance?
I believe I do. I'll have to look it up.
Okay.
I don't remember. It might be Holy Angels. I'll have to take a look.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you mentioned he was a soccer player, and I always liked those soccer, lacrosse players out on my team. We had Erin Rannigan back in the day. She was a soccer kid, tough, took charges. Esser has that same mentality, not afraid of the physicality of the game.
Downs and Robinson going at it. Ainsworth gets another one to go. He's really turned into the scorer today. And because Brady's brother Chase also on the soccer team, so there's a hold. I can tell you that in a second. I said John Thompson coached at St. Anthony's High School in Washington. I don't know if Rosa helped him or not.
Oh, okay. Was not aware of that.
I don't know, I have to go back and find my story from like a dozen years ago.
You are the Catholic League.
Yeah, that's kind of where
CYM.
My bread is buttered.
Guru.
Nice pass underneath. Oh, the block by Esser, but he's called for the foul. And heading to the line will be number 3, Ian McLaughlin. He had all the points in the first quarter. A little quieter since then, but he's going back to the line. First one, no good. And he goes one of two. And it's 64-37. You can see that score right on your screen, so you don't need me telling you. Nice pass underneath to Zion. Rothwell with the basket. Rothwell into the scoring column. Nice turnaround shot from Ainsworth for three. Ball is loose and ahead of the pack. And scoring is McLaughlin. I'm doing all I can to keep up here on the scorebook. Kevin Coleman from 15. That's a good shot. We have a timeout. Salesianum. 2:07 to go here in the third quarter. Coleman now with 6.
No drop off whatsoever with Riverdale. I mean, they're 7-8 deep, and not a ton of height, but very athletic. Spread the floor, play the game with great confidence at both ends of the floor as well.
I can go to the website because I was off from work yesterday. I can see what I missed.
Number 10, Ketis Hill, coming in for Riverdale Baptist, along with Juan Martinez. Derek DJ Robinson.
All right, so the score is 60. Double check. That's a 3 ball for number 3, McLaughlin. So let me add those points on here now. 72-41. Coleman trying to get the follow shot there. Could not put it home. And McLaughlin with the hand in his face. That's a pretty impressive shot. Coleman runs, he's bumped from behind, and that dunk is not going to count. As the foul is called on number 10, Ketis Hill. So Coleman's going to shoot 2 as Riverdale's in the penalty, which changed a couple of years ago to 5 fouls. I explained that to a parent at a game I was at as they were screaming that they shouldn't be shooting free throws.
Games like this, as tough as it may look on the scoreboard for Sally's, are going to serve them well. As the season goes along, like I'd said at the beginning of the broadcast, Sally's continues to play one of the toughest schedules year in and year out. And Coach Trevison will get them ready and get them prepared and be able to compete come tournament time.
Coleman 1 for 2 there. Fourth quarter, we're going to tell you a little bit about Salesianum's upcoming schedule because it's pretty interesting. McLaughlin across the hill as they work the perimeter. McLaughlin looking for some opening there, but Coleman right on him. Here's a shot from Robinson. Coleman with the rebound. Looking for Shelley. It is taken by McLaughlin. He's going to have it knocked out of his hands.
There's times when I coached and it looked like the other team had 7 or 8 players on the floor, and that's the way Riverdale Baptist makes it look because they just keep coming. The resiliency, the effort, the energy is what coaches look for day in and day out.
It's a jailbreak 3-on-1, and that's going to be a traveling violation on Hill. You know, I talked to some coaches. They said that about your team. It looked like there were 7 or 8 out there. But not all of your teams were state champions. Or had all that talent on it. I mean, you had some very, very talented teams. That's for sure. You go 14 seconds left. You know, if it was easy to win a state championship, everybody would win one, right?
Yeah, right.
It's going to be a foul. Brown, who's going to be shooting. Well, because they're in the penalty.
Steph's over in Luxembourg. She plays today at 12:30, so maybe in between games we get a chance to catch a little bit. I got the link, and maybe we'll bring it up here on your computer or something.
I think we can do that. I'm just happy your girls still say hi to me when they see me. They don't big time you, so that's kind of cool.
They love you in Winchell, man. You guys have been doing this a long time, and you do an awesome job. You serve the community and high school sports in Delaware.
Got a chance to see Julie play at Goldie last year once or twice, so that was kind of fun.
And I joke with her too. She's playing in, I call it the Senior Citizens League over at the Hack now on Sundays. She's telling me, hey, we got the championship game. They got quite a team. They got Julie McCarron, Fatty Mayo, Naya Pulliam, Julie, and a couple other young ladies. Carly Cawley, I believe, is on the team.
Carly. There's a lot of people I watch play some basketball and other sports too.
Yeah, and they've been out there dominating the women's league at the Hack. So I said that's what you get to look forward to.
Oh, good for them. They're keeping active. Coming up after this one, it's Sanford and George School. Right now, this is the 31-point. I don't know if I would imagine you're using the running clock if they do get to 45, but I guess we'll find out if we get there. They were close. Sal's have managed to keep it under that threshold so far. But just the points just keep on coming. They had 48 at halftime. Another 27 points in this quarter. So quite a performance, we said, offensively from the Crusaders. They have the ball in 7 seconds. Let's see what they can do here. Near steal by Coleman. Up ahead, stolen by Applenap. The shot is up for Esser. And just short, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Riverdale Baptist, the commanding 75-44 lead. Fourth quarter action coming up. You're watching the D1 Showcase on 302sports.com.
Another Sally's guy, right?
Tim Furlong, yeah, is a Salesianum grad. He's I went to American. You mentioned Luke is playing.
Luke Brown down there. Yeah, he's gotten in 7 games, and I believe they're 7-3, and they have VCU coming up.
My one daughter lives just outside of Richmond. I'm thinking about heading down there. The Bonnies are there on New Year's Eve. Either if VCU or Richmond, I'm not sure which, but we'll see if I make that trip down. Fourth quarter action at Salesianum. Right now, it's just a chance to work on some things. That's Coleman Applenap right from the corner. Rothwell is out there, and Brady Esser. They're your 5 for Salesianum. Got at least 1 or 2 new numbers here for Riverdale. We'll get to them when we can. Sal's moving the ball around. Esser drives in, dishes. Kai Applenap short, and the rebound by DJ Robinson. He's joined by number 20, Derek Davies. Applenap this time will get that one to go. Also out there, there's Davies. It's Ainsworth. Number 12, that is Dylan Harvey. And who am I missing? Number 21. Now there are 2 21s, so I'm not sure which 21 this is. It's either Peyton Harris or Rozzy Hetmeyer. Coming up after this game, it's going to be Sanford and the George School on a separate stream here on 302sports.com. It's going to be, guess who? John and myself again. Wright drives off the glass and good. So, John, I was here last year. I think it was on Super Bowl Sunday, or I think it was maybe NFC Championship Day. Sal's played St. Elizabeth's and just got the doors blown off as Rothwell steals and converts. And I think when they met in the state champion, or in the semifinals, Sal's knocked St. Elizabeth's right out. So you said you learned some things from these games.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Sal's here, Coach Trevison coming out with a little bit of a 1-2-2 press.
Here goes Coleman. That one in and out. Rebound by one of the number 21s. Ainsworth to Robinson from the corner. Off of Applenap and out of bounds real quick. I just wanted, I don't have Riverdale's schedule, but we mentioned Salesianum. They play LaSalle College High School on Friday at the Palestra. It's going to be a nice experience for them.
Awesome.
I'm hoping to be there. I think apparently I'm on the media list. And then they have a game on the 23rd at the Xfinity Mobile Arena, the home of the Sixers, against William Penn from Delaware's William Penn. So that's going to be a game that it's a William Penn home game. They're going to play it at the Xfinity Mobile. They also play in the Governor's Challenge down in Salisbury, Maryland. So they have Malvern Prep on the schedule, and they play Bonner and Prendy with a bunch of Delaware kids on that team, along with their in-state Sanford, Howard, St. Elizabeth's. They play Conrad this year, so a lot of tough games come up for the Sal's, but they'll be ready for the tournament, that's for sure. See somebody getting taped up over there, but apparently that's for the next game, so that's not even from this game. All right, 6:01 to go. It's a Sal's has scored the first, I think, 6 points of this quarter. They have, and they've cut into the lead just a little bit. Number 12, that's Harvey, being hounded by Latrell Wright. And Wright steals it, taken right back by Harvey. Gets it to Ainsworth. That pass interrupted by Kai Applenap and out of bounds. And they will inbound the ball here to Ainsworth, drives in, dishes off a foot. Now, I don't know whose foot. It's going to stay with the Crusaders. Had a chance to go watch AI DuPont High School, local team here, and here's the three-point attempt. Short. And one of the assistant coaches, well, Lisa Sullivan, who's a former Mount Pleasant coach, Kayvon Kramer, coaching with AI DuPont. And he was at, I think, 2 or 3 different colleges, and Kayvon went through some serious health problems, but managed to put together a pretty decent college career, and now he's joining the coaching ranks, John.
Where was he last? At Bryant University?
I believe he was at Bryant. He was at Hofstra to start, I believe. Or did he go to, he wasn't in Providence.
Yeah, I believe
Is he at
they were the
Providence?
two. No, well, it could have been. But I do know those two.
Bryant and Hofstra definitely.
Yeah.
We seem to have lost the handle on the ball here early in fourth quarter. It's going to be Harvey. Now checking in is Nadi Mosaso, number 5. He's going to inbound the ball. Also coming in is Miles McFadden, number 4.
Riverdale runs this little inbounds here. It's a low 1-4 on the baseline out of bounds. They're going to come with a flex cut. Well, they were, but Sally's disrupts it.
Downs with the interception. Right. Takes a hit, and he wants a foul. He's not going to get it. Shelley is there to pick up the loose change. First points of the game for Matthew Shelley. McFadden's going to try for 3, leaves it short, but put in.
First basket here of the quarter.
By Mosaso.
Got a little cold, bringing in some of these new players.
Here's Miko. Had a lot of contact, and they finally blow the whistle, and it's going to be a foul on McFadden. McFadden's got the right hand taped up.
Yeah, I've been to a handful of practices, both boys and girls this year, and when I see him right there, Miko goes in, and you know the teams that are successful are the ones that work on finishing at the basket through contact. And you know, Sally's today struggled with that a little bit down inside, missing a lot of shots, high percentage in the paint shots.
Right takes some contact there. He'll get the free throws this time. Wright's been bumped quite a bit, and this time he gets the call. First one is good.
Mike, are you guys doing any of the shows like you used to do? Like, have you done any of those lately? Like on a Thursday?
We haven't done them
Wednesday,
lately.
Thursday,
They were under discussion in the fall.
Okay.
I think we want to. We've talked about resurrecting them in some form, but maybe not every week.
Please make sure you invite me, especially if it's like Buffalo Wild Wings or something.
Yeah. That three-pointer from Masasi, he's got 5 off the bench here in the fourth. Driving baseline to Downs. He hits the 3. Dominic Downs. Get you Downs total in a second. He's up to 7, 10, 12, 15 for Dom Downs.
Smart play by Miko stepping in.
Matthew Shelley took rolled around right on that headband. So we have 3 jerseys here, John. Let's see. For Kayvon Kramer, Hofstra, Bryant. Oh, yeah, 2 numbers of Bryant. So it was Hofstra and Bryant. It's at 3:35 to go here at Father Burke Gymnasium. Loose ball. I got a referee in the way. There we go. Oh. Almost picked up there by number 14. That's Camille Murray. We have travel before the basket. I just got totally discombobulated on that play.
One of the things that continues to impress me with Riverdale is how they contest and have another defender coming at you each and every time. It's constant rotation, constant movement, hands up, contesting shots without fouling. Very, very impressive. And, you know, the athleticism certainly does hurt. Right here, they're making Sally's work, bringing the ball up.
They're not especially tall, you know. And there's another block there from number 22. That is Juan Martinez. And a three-pointer. Ooh, that was Miko.
Cuts it to 20. We got 80-60.
Sal's, by the way, down 31 at the beginning of this quarter. Miko ahead of the pack, misses the stuff. Shelley gets the rebound, that's blocked. Well, that's unfortunate. And on the other way, the pass over the head of the intended receiver, and a foul on a three-point shot.
I'm not sure Coach Trevison was happy right there.
Going to the line will be number 5, Nadi Mosaso, who has 5 points in the quarter.
With Matthew Shelley, I think he wanted him to finish and just lay it in for a layup.
I believe that was Miko that went up.
Was that it?
Yeah, they got the similar hairstyle there. I'm not trying to embarrass Connor Miko, but I want to make sure Matthew Shelley knows that I had the right guy on there. First free throw was good. Coleman in, and Connor Miko pretty active during his time on the court. And 2 for 3 from the line from Mosaso. I think this will go this far up my scorebook.
I think the hope there is a coach, you cut it to 20, Miko, get him to lay it in, cut it to 18. You know, just continue to whittle back. And you know, when you get a game where you're down 8, 10, 12, 15, and, you know, you're showing the same energy that they're showing now. And you know, credit the Sallies.
Coleman off the glass. He'll shoot a pair.
Going back to Shelley now, give him credit there. I don't know if you saw that. He threw the ball off the kid's back to inbound it. Kid had his back turned towards him there on the sideline.
I was at a game the other night, and I said, this girl could just inbound the ball. The player wasn't paying attention at all.
Throw it off their back?
Right off the back. She did not. She inbounded. But it's always interesting when you see it. Usually makes your top playlist if they get it and score.
Yeah.
Coleman's second one is up, and this time he does not make either, but he gets his own rebound.
Shelley kept that alive.
Good job by Shelley and Coleman. Mosaso goes up, some contact, no call. Loose ball taken by Camille Murray. He's going to go in off the glass, and a nice slide, a nice play there by Zayden Camille Murray. Up ahead, a little bit of cherry picking going on there. And
yeah, you can't let that happen. As coaches, you don't like to see people leak beyond your last defender there. They got to be aware of that.
And Downs hits. I just keep flipping the book over from one side to the other. 84-66. Well, if you'd told me South would have been within 18, I would have probably said you were probably going to be incorrect, but there's some contact, no call. And however, we get a traveling violation. Mr. Harvey not down with that call.
Again, getting in there, trying to disrupt things and take a charge. And
he's kind of an energy guy for this team, having watched them a few times this year already.
Sally's will figure it out.
Downs for three, a little bit short. As we head down to the last 75 seconds of this one, and there's a hold. That's only the second foul on Salesianum, so it'll be a possession. We get more blue and gold in the next game, John. You know a little bit about Sanford.
Oh, yeah. Good old days back in the 80s.
You know where where all the doors go, right? A lot of buildings on that campus. I'm not sure exactly. I think that ball is deflected. And up and in for number 22, Juan Martinez. He's got 4, if my count's correct. Back the other way. Rothwell can't follow. Gets his own miss. And we have a foul on the floor that he'll be shooting 2.
I can certainly see it. Again, you know, kudos here to Riverdale Baptist. They are skilled, they are talented. But when we start talking about Delaware High School basketball, Sally's is and probably has to be one of the deepest teams in the state. You know, you got some of these guys coming in now. You know, they basically have been playing 9 or 10 kids, Sally's has. And to me, any one of them can you know, be serviceable and, you know, could be a starter for just about any team in the state. So that's a nice thing to have for Coach Travis.
Look over the bench. Only 3 guys with the warm-ups on that have not seen action today. They all played the other night against Friends. Into the final 45 seconds, and there's a, did he call a timeout? Nope. Yes, he did. Timeout for the Crusaders. Looking at Ainsworth. 6'8", 12, 22 points for Des Ainsworth. This is if my numbers are right. And number 3, Ian McLaughlin, 13 in the first half, 12 in the third quarter. That would be 13 and 12 if my math is correct, 25. So those are your 2 high scorers for Riverdale. DJ Robinson has 11. And then 9 for Folks on 3 3-pointers. For the Sal's, Wright has 7, 9, 11, 13 for Latrell Wright. Kevin Coleman with 9, and then Dominic Downs looks like he's the high scorer right now. 12, 17 for Dom Downs. Like I said, this is all unofficial.
One of the things I like here that maybe some people might not like with it being a 19-point game, Coach for Riverdale Baptist, you know, has some of the reserves in here, and, you know, he wants to try to work with them. It's almost like you're in a, you know, AP chemistry class, and the teacher ends the class 10 minutes early and lets you just sit there. And Coach isn't doing that. Coach is, you know, putting in something here that maybe these reserves can and build, you know, to get them tougher and better down the road.
There's a stuff for Coleman. So we're going to add 2 points to his total. And, you know, when you get, you're in a tough spot, as you know a lot better than me. When you're in a game that gets to be a little one-sided and you want to get your guys in, you can't tell them to just go out there and dribble the ball. You have to. They only get better by playing, right? So you have to have them do some things out there, and sometimes it involves scoring when you're up a lot of points. So it's a delicate dance for the coaches, but usually the fellow coaches understand that. You say, hey, I just want to get these guys. They don't get to play very often.
Yeah, and you want to make sure they have the instruction. In retrospect here, Coach Trevison now, he probably uses his last timeout. Again, he's got, you know, a different group in here than started, and he wants to, again, continue to educate, continue to teach the kids, you know, and treat it like it's you know, a 2-point game or a 3-point game. And you're constantly teaching, and that's so valuable down the stretch. And you know, you can tell that's why these 2 teams are in this tournament. You know, I really like things like this.
And that is going to stay with Riverdale as it's inbounded off of Rothwell. Oh, they
should give him a warning here. He did. The Sally's player touched the ball. Rothwell did. Are they teeing him up right away? I thought they would give him a warning first, and that's what Trevison's asking, unless it occurred earlier and we missed it.
It's going to be a technical foul on the Sal's.
Okay,
he must have reached across. Yeah, either stepped across or reached across the end line. Miles McFadden. He's had a little hard luck shooting today. Let's see if he gets on the scoreboard with the free throw. And he does. Second one is up and good. Ball's going to stay with the Crusaders. They're going to inbound here to our left.
Getting back to the coaches, continuing to coach and teaching. You see both coaches are up. They're coaching. I love that type of stuff. One of the best compliments I got was from a referee, and he said, John, he said, your team would either be up 20 or 30, you'd be down 20 or 30, and you were still coaching. and to me, you know, it's a compliment to both of these gentlemen here today that they're continuing to coach as if it's a close game. You know, some people are like, all right, let's just get out of here. Let's run 34 seconds. But Yeah, these are teaching moments, and you want to really, continue to teach right to the buzzer.
Speaking of which, Riverdale calls the timeout. They saw something they didn't like, so they're going to take the time here to set up what they want to do here for maybe their last possession of the day. A successful trip up from the DMV for Riverdale Baptist. Yanni Henley McCullough. Wow, that's a blast from the past.
There you go, Riverdale Baptist.
That's our Riverdale connection here.
I wish I could remember the names of some of the other girls. I could probably go back onto website for sports. But it was a great experience for us to have them come up with 7-8 Division I players. And we battled. We lost by about 10 or 12. But, again, it was just great experience for our team. And, much like Sally's today, great experience playing against a team from the DMV.
Long inbound. Shelley grabs the ball. They're going to call Matt Shelley for the foul. That's only the fourth. So it will not be free throws here for the Crusaders. And just 2 seconds ran off the clock. Next game scheduled at 12:45. Looks like it may not. I'm not sure how much warm-up time they're going to give these teams.
Well, the way we're going right now, we might take another 15, 20 minutes.
Rothwell with the foul. And Martinez will shoot. First one off the back iron. One for two for Martinez. Rothwell ahead to Sosa. Steal by Harvey. Back and forth and getting the bucket. I believe it was Martinez. A three-pointer from Downs misses. He gets bumped into the bench. They're just going to let that one go. And this is going to do it on the stuff by Masaso. And that is the ball game. Final score here, it's Riverdale Baptist 93. Salesianum 69. And John, we're going to wrap this one up real quick. And we get a little bit of a break and then we're back. Hey, look who's in the house. It's Nick Halliday. We get a little break, and we're back with the Sanford School and the George School. Final thoughts real quick here from Salesianum.
A great tournament so far. Two talented teams. Sally's will improve. I'm certainly going to be following Riverdale Baptist. They are skilled. They're deep. Some really talented basketball players out here thus far, and I expect it to only continue to improve.
They were fun to watch, and they couldn't miss early, huh?
Yeah.
All right,
teams.
so sorry about that, John. So for John College and Jason Winchell and our cameraman, Jordan Hughes, and the boss who's in the building, Nick Halliday, I'm Mike Lang. We'll be back for Game 2, Sanford and George School. Thanks for joining us on 302sports.com. We'll see you soon. All right, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we're joined by number 0, Des, right?
Yes, sir.
Des Ainsworth. You guys scored so much, it was hard for me to keep track, but I'm going to tell you, I think you had 6, 8, 12, 14, 22.
Yes, sir.
And I think Ian had 20, a few more than you, but that's right. Des, that was a pretty impressive performance, particularly in that first half. Is that your speed normally? Your team is a go, go, go? Is that
Yes,
what you guys play like?
We like to play fast. We're not a very big team, but we stay together. We shoot, we compete. Yes, sir.
Now, did you guys come up yesterday, or did you make the trip up today?
We made the trip this morning at like 7.
Was that tough for you guys to get up and kind of get loose and then make a long bus ride, and you get a little stiff on the bus?
No, sir. We did some stretches on the bus. We had like music going on the bus and stuff, so we was like prepared.
Now, when you come in and play a team you really don't know, and they don't know you, obviously, is there something that you is there something you do to a team you don't know as opposed to one of maybe your conference teams?
Our coaches always say, like, if we just stay to our principles, we can like beat any team. So that's really what we did out there today. Yes, sir.
You guys are really impressive. The shots were falling. You played very well inside and outside. So how's your team doing this year? What's so far have you been like?
We're 5-2 in the MPSC. We're 1-2 right now in our conference, but I think we're gelling and getting better as we go. We should win our conference for real.
All right. Well, Des, I was talking to the guy who was doing the color commentary. That was a pretty impressive performance. We don't see many games where a team comes up with 93 points. That seems pretty normal for you guys?
Yeah. But, without a shot clock too. We usually play with a shot clock, so it was a little different out there.
Yeah. I think I might need a new pen after all that stuff. So, well, Des, thanks for joining us real quick, and congratulations and enjoy. You guys, I guess you guys are done going back to Maryland.
Yes, sir. Thank you
for
having
quick
us.
Trip up, and then get a win, Jason, and
yes,
that's going to do it for Game 1 here. Thanks for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your season.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.